Welcome back. The program is still Good Morning Abuja, and you just watched that background report on patronizing made in Nigerian goods as put together by Semaye. It's interesting to know that in this present age and time, we still have people who prefer foreign products, foreign goods to our own locally produced, refined, defined, and enriched productions and goods. Like, hello, it is the 22nd century, 21st century, and we're still talking about not patronizing us. But hey, it is what it is, and it's on that note that I'd like to introduce you to my first guest on the program. I'm talking about Barrister Salem, or Salem as I like to call her, Salem Hope Ubochi. She is the CEO, Pet Pearl Natural. Anything that has to do with juice, trust me, this lady has a recipe as it concerns our own local flavors. It's a pleasure having you on the program.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Thank you.
So now you're an entrepreneur. You're also a barrister. I see the beauty of being able to mix the bar, the law, and all that concerns with the law with the bar, but this time the bar when it concerns those nutritious, juicy drinks that you bring out. It's beautiful. But what is it like for you having this life outside the life you probably studied to do? That's the being a barrister.
Okay. Juicing is a lifestyle for me.
Okay.
You know, I always tell people when you're going into any line of business, you have to go into something you love doing, like a hobby, something you're enjoying doing.
Yes.
In that way, you'll be able to stand despite all odds, because being an entrepreneur is very challenging. You get to a point where you feel discouraged, but that passion is what keeps you going. So for me, I would say my love for healthy treats is what has put me on this track in life.
Okay, that's really beautiful. But having this trick and being interested in this hobby, having this hobby must have its challenges, because if you are going to pursue a hobby, it means from what you just said that you're ready to face whatever comes. But let's see some of those challenges. What are they for you?
Okay, one of the challenges I've faced in this business is the issue of funding. We all know that every business needs capital to roll. And being an entrepreneur and you don't have access to enough fund can limit your production level. Okay. Then another thing again is, you know, a lot of persons prefers things coming from outside the country, these branded juices, you know, but we are trying to project a healthy drink that is natural, free from preservative, free from any addictive, with our locally made, farmed raw materials, you understand? So it's kind of new in the market. And like, you know, Nigerians are people that always go for something cheaper.
Okay.
So, you know, when you're bringing these goods from outside the country, most of them, because of the number of bottles or cans they produce, it reduces their own cost of production. So theirs will be cheaper than ours. We produce per time.
Yeah.
So it will be cheaper. So that's another challenges we face, and also our mindsets, like I said, people just prefer that, oh, this thing is coming from abroad, it's coming from France, it's coming from London, so they just feel in their mind that this is better than what is obtainable here, which is totally false.
Okay. Okay, now let's talk government. Some of these challenges you highlighted can have one or two things to do with government, because if, for example, there are government policies that either limit the number of those drinks that could come in, or tax these drinks, that gives us now a comparative advantage, or probably design a policy that empowers you with a fund to be able to compete favorably. You might be able to say you're having an edge. But what other policies of government do you think can be put in place to aid your business?
Okay, one thing I feel is I think there should be what we call a one-stop shop, because another challenge we face is the issue of registrations, getting certification. You know, when you do anything edible, there are agencies like NAFDAC, you know,
Yes.
to be able to, you know, regulate what you're bringing out so that you can sell to the consumer
Yes.
in very good condition. So if the government can create a one-stop shop where you start your registrations from start to finish to be able to brand these products to meet the quality globally, it will really help, because it's really frustrating trying to put your goods in the market, in the supermarket, to stand with other imported goods,
Products.
and the system is really frustrating you. You need to spend some couple of months in the CAC, you live there to maybe do your trademarking, you spend another 1 month, you go to NAFDAC, the back and forth, the custom, the immigration, for you to be able to produce this product in large quantity and probably export it, which we know when you make this thing easy and a lot of entrepreneurs or manufacturers start pushing their goods outside, it will help the economy. You understand? So I think the government should look at creating a one-stop shop for us all. And also the funding aspect, I know they're trying. We have the Bank of Industry giving monies here and there, but let this money flow. Let there be the information. Sometimes people like us don't even hear about these things until it is until it has passed. I think the last time CBN gave 10 million to some entrepreneurs, we didn't really get the information. So this information should flow. Let's get it, and let the procedure of getting this money be something everybody can access. Let it not be too cumbersome that for me to get it, I have to, you know, press some buttons. Just make it available to everybody that wants, and it would help the economy to a great extent, and it will help to encourage us to do more.
Yes, and if there's one set of people that need encouragement, is the those that are doing small and medium scale businesses like yours and hoping to up it in the nearest future. Now let's come back from the government. Now let's come back to the consumers of this product. Now you've put the product out there. What is the reception like when you put your product out there? What's the consumer feedback?
Okay, speaking for my brand,
Okay.
my products are highly, like I said, natural.
Okay.
And with the, you know, the rampant sicknesses, kidney issues here and there in the country right now, I can tell you that many people are going for naturally produced drinks, because one thing we do at PetPel is the fact that we produce based on the ailments a consumer is having. So let's say, for instance, someone that has ulcer per se, we cannot recommend our citrus juice for such person. We either advise you to go for our yogurts. Do you understand? Then we have other products that are good for people that are diabetic, people with kidney issues. So because these issues now, people are running from sicknesses. So a lot of them are embracing these healthy treats. They are staying away from preservative drinks, caffeinated drinks because of sugar. They are trying to eat healthy, and trust me, they really love it. But the challenge we're facing is because our products are on the high side, so sometimes our targeted audience is now limited to those that can afford us. So the other people may not be able to afford what we are dishing out, so they will want to go for a lesser product. But if the government, like I said, you can't take out the government from these things. If the government can help us, maybe reduce the taxes of those producers from Nigeria, people producing locally, you tax us maybe like, let's say, 2% to encourage us, you know, it will really bring down the cost of our production. And if they can look into infrastructure too, it will really help, because running a healthy juice business, my generator is powered like 24 hours.
It's been a wonderful conversation talking about patronizing made in Nigerian goods, and we've been getting some very beautiful insights from Barrister Salem. I still like to put that barrister to her name, because it's earned, it's not bought in the market,
right.
and so let's put some respect to that name. But we will take a short break. When we come back, Barrister Salem is going to tell us why she believes the consumers should patronize made in Nigerian goods and products as against the ones that are brought in. I welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
They know my story.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B. Ladylike!
This is Entertainment Gist.
In the 14th century, 15th, 16th century, and even 17th.
That is for zakah to cure our greed.
The purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create humanity.
The Bible talks about a man called Apollos.
This is NTA Abuja Channel 5.
See you same time.
And have a great and blessed week ahead.
We've been talking about patronizing made in Nigerian goods, and she is speaking from the perspective of a producer, somebody who has invested time, effort, and even money, including passion, into ensuring that we are able to enjoy the result of her effort. Now, Barrister Salem, earlier on, you told us some of the challenges you faced. We've been able to look at the challenges from the perspective of government policy, talking about the tax and the other policy around electricity and infrastructure. And we've talked about some of the challenges from your own end, talking about how you have to design products that suit particular clients because of the varying health needs of each individual. But now, let's look at Nigerians generally.
Okay.
What, in your perspective or opinion, is our appreciation level for Nigerian products?
Okay.
Do you see Nigerians being easily swayed by foreign products, or are they more into Nigerian products?
I feel they are more into foreign products because
Okay.
because of the mentality. You know, I talked about mindsets earlier.
Yes.
If we can change our mindset, we can solve we can encourage more of us to patronize Nigerian-made product. They just have this mentality that since this thing is coming from a foreign country, it is original, but that is not true.
What could be responsible? Because this mentality did not just fall on Nigerians. Is it that we are producing below the standard, or is it that our products are not healthily produced, or could it be that our products are more expensive? Or what exactly? Can you pinpoint something?
Yes, I think, like I said, because the cost of production is really high, and you can always get a better alternative, or let's say an alternative that is cheaper. For instance, some people will prefer, okay, I just want something to keep me lively. There are juices you can take that would keep you hyped. Are you getting me?
Yes.
But when you know you're buying a bottle for like 1,000 naira and you're seeing a soda drink for like 200 naira, your Nigerian mentality will want to go for that 200 naira bottle as long as it can quench your thirst. Are you getting me? So they just want to survive.
Okay.
I think there's this mentality of survivor.
The problem is our mindset. We need to think differently. We need to see that the better option is our locally produced our food and drinks and products as well. Okay. Well, before we go, because we are running out of time and we've been talking for some time, in your opinion now, what do we need to do?
I think we just need to be patriotic about this.
Okay.
We need to be patriotic about it. We need to be intentional about it. Okay. And we need to encourage ourselves to patronize made in Nigerian products, because by doing so we are boosting our economy and we're also creating job opportunities. I have a couple number of workers. If I get to produce like 2 million bottles today, definitely I'll be employing more hands. But I can't do it alone if my people won't patronize what I'm doing. So we just need to be patriotic and intentional. So our mindset should just change and accept these things we do here so that we can create jobs and boost the economy.
Okay. So you heard it from the barrister in the house talking about Barrister Salem, even though this morning she's talking entrepreneurship. Barrister Salem, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, and so that's Barrister Salem, CEO, Pet Pearl Natural. Look for our products and enjoy it.